At this barber shop in Toronto's Little Jamaica, the TV is locked on a silent live feed of the streets and rivers of Jamaica.
Well, if you look at that image right now, that one is kind of scary. This is my wife.
Shavado Roden is in Toronto studying, while back home in Jamaica, his 9-year-old son, 4-year-old daughter, and his wife are in the path of Hurricane Beryl.
She's taking it okay. Of course, I'm not there, so, she does have a little, nervousness towards it. But things are looking not so good, but we're just hoping for the best.
He knows Beryl is the earliest Category 5 hurricane on record, and while the storm's been downgraded to a Category 4, it's still expected to impact Jamaica with wind speeds over 200 kilometers an hour.
It is a real concern for me, knowing that my wife and kids is back home. Also, I have other family members, my sister and my nephew and niece and so on. So it is a real concern. However, they already make preparations, so.
According to Global Affairs Canada, there are more than 1,600 Canadians registered in Jamaica. As storm preparations are underway, the country is now under a curfew and its international airports are closed.
Yeah, so again, still not getting through.
Leaving Torontonians like Cheryl Woolnough, who lived in Jamaica for 5 years, on edge.
It's very concerning. Not hearing from family or friends, not knowing if they're okay, if their living situation is safe and stable. I've actually experienced some of it myself. It's quite frightening at times because, again, the infrastructure as well, depending on where one is, can be quite unstable.
Hi, how are you? As long as connectivity holds up, Sharon Walker is determined to check in on loved ones. What's the kind of atmosphere like among the people there?
Well, we're batting down, and the Prime Minister has put on curfew and says, everybody should head for home. So we are actually on shutdown mode, waiting to see if the storm comes our way. We're not seeing anything, but that doesn't say we're not going to get anything later on because we're at the other end of the island.
Sharon, how does it feel hearing everything that you just heard?
I'm glad she's okay. I'm glad everything is not too bad.
I have some pictures on my phone you might be able to.
Unfortunately, not the same immediate relief at a nearby barber shop.
First gust of wind and my plum tree gone. That means like the wind is over there. It's strong, right? It's a current experience.
Jody Vassell has seen some initial impact on friends' social media, but he's seen countless powerful storms forecasted to cause destruction on Jamaica skip it entirely. Still, in the back of his mind, when the phone doesn't connect, he worries.
Thinking of how heavy the rain can be a little bit difficult, just thinking about it a little bit, now that I'm thinking about it.
Back with Roden, he too is praying Beryl isn't as bad as feared.
I guess praying is the only option right now that I can do right now. Praying for the best.
And he'll continue to pray for his wife and kids in the danger zone, some 3,000 kilometers away. Chris Glover, CBC News, Toronto.